There have been all sorts of various shows, well, of game shows that are totally zany, odd, or bizarre. And you're about to find out about one of these games right now on the wide world of game shows. Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews presents Wide World of Game Shows. Greetings, my fellow YouTubers, and welcome to the Wide World of Game Shows, a show from Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. And of course, I am the Big D, dual's my actual name. But anyway, welcome, and you're about to be, well, brace yourselves, because I'm about to talk about one of the most underrated game shows there ever was that recently came back to TV this month. And what is this game, you ask? It is a game of close calls, narrow escapes, and split-second decisions, plus $25,000, a combination guaranteed to make you say this show's name as I bring to you... That's right, it's one of the long-lost game shows there ever was a game show that CBS aired from April of '79 until May of 1980. The show was hosted by Tom Kennedy, who was best known for hosting Break the Bank and then later on Password Plus, Body Language, and the primetime syndicated version of The Price is Right. The show was announced by Rod Roddy, who was still currently the announcer for ABC's Twisted Satire series Soap, but would later go on to announce The Price is Right in daytime after the death of Johnny Olsen. And of course, he would, well, do the announcing for another zany game show, that being Pressure Luck. Anyway, of course, this would be Roddy in his game show announcing debut. The gameplay features contestants correcting bloopers, factual statements in which one word has been changed. That's right. Now, this is probably one of the oddest games I ever saw. When I heard it was coming to Buzzer, I decided to check it out. There are some episodes actually up on YouTube, including some that have more recently been shown on the Buzzer Network, which it recently brought the game show back for the first time since it last aired 41 years ago. This show has never been seen again, not even on cable. But anyway, but I'll get to that soon. Let's see, I'm trying to figure some stuff out. But anyway, this is just one heck of a game. And it's just, wow, so much fun from what I've so far seen. Anyway, the game was created by Jay Wolpert, and production was initially credited to the Bud Austin Company, and then later changed to Jay Wolpert Productions in association with Burt Sugarman Incorporated. The show was popular for an anime intro segment done by the folks at Hanna-Barbera, which that was really something. Now, here's how we play. In the main game, the game board consists of 5 rows or levels of 5 squares each, which has various values from $10 to $50 in $10 increments, and a 6th level of 3 squares with values of $200, $350, and $500. Levels were numbered from the bottom of the board working upward, kind of like what we did in the bonus round on the pyramid game. Let's see. Now, 2 contestants, or during the later half of the run, it would later be called Celebrity, which we haven't seen that yet. 2 teams of a celebrity and a civilian were told the categories for the first 2 rounds of play at the start of the match. The current challenger decided where he or she would play as the charger or blocker for the first round, and the champion took the other role. If there was no returning champion, a coin toss determined which contestant made this decision. The Charger was led off stage to a soundproof booth, which in later episodes we get hear footsteps and then a door closing. And the blocker then placed 6 blocks on the board. Now, you are only allowed to put up to 3 blocks on any of the first 5 levels, and then just 1 on the 6th. Then the character was brought back on stage and given a 60-second time limit to advance through all 6 levels by correcting bloopers or factual statements in which one word had been changed. For example, the B&O was the first American passenger smell. The correct answer? Railroad, not Snell. The B&O was the first American passenger railroad. Very cool, huh? Yeah. And of course, its answer was revealed in a square, just like Jeopardy! Anyway, the Charger started on level 1 by choosing one of its squares. Yes, given the line and the money amount, and then Kennedy yells, "Charge!" Now, if a blooper was hidden there, it was revealed on that space's trillion, or trillion, I don't know how you pronounce that, I apologize. The incorrect word was marked with an underline and was the only part of that the Charger needed to correct. A correct answer allowed him or her to move to the next level, while as if you get it right, a green arrow like thing will come out and Candy yells, "Charge!" While a miss or failure to respond within 3 seconds required him or her to choose another space on the same level. Occurring a block incurred a 5-second penalty, losing 5 seconds, which was counted down by Candy and the audience. Sometimes the blocker would join in as well, before the Charger could continue. If the Charger revealed all the spaces on a level without a correct answer, the level was exhausted and the Charger was allowed to advance. Now, if the Charger believed that he or she was running short on time and had not yet reached level 6, they would have to call long shot. The clock stopped, and we immediately hear a car hitting the brakes and crash. The clock stopped, and the Charger immediately advanced to level 6, and the blocker hid one secret block on that level in addition to the one that may have already been placed there. The Charger then selected one square an attempt to correct the blooper if one was hidden there. If the Charger won the round by either clearing all 6 levels or successfully completing a long shot, or if the Charger ran out of time or either hit a block or failed to correct a blooper after calling a long shot, the blocker won the round. Now, mind you, the Charger could not call a long shot after reaching level 6 or during the 5-second penalty for hitting a block, but could do so at any other time, even while Kennedy was reading a blooper. Contestants trade positions for the second round, and the third round would occur if there was a tie. Now, Kennedy revealed its category at the time, and the champion decided who would play which role. And the first contestant to win 2 rounds will go on to the bonus round, which was known as the Gauntlet of Villains. I'll show you that in a moment. Now, each contestant received the total value of all bloopers he or she corrected and all of the blocks hit by the opponent during the rounds that he or she won. The runner-up also received a consolation prize. Now, give me a moment. I'll be right back. Alright, now, once you've completed the game, won 2 games, you go up against 10 of the most despicable, deceitful desperados you could ever go up against. The Gauntlet of Villains. Yes, there are 10 villains you go up against. These here, they are from start to finish: Alphonse the Gangster, Bruno the Headsman, Mr. Van Louse the Landlord, Nero the Fiddler, Count Nibbleneck the Vampire, Frank and his little friend Stein, Kid Ryan the Gunslinger, Jeremy Swash the Pirate, Dr. Deranged the Mad Scientist, and finishing with Lucretia the Witch. Yes, that's the Gauntlet of Villains for you. And they are that's kind of a real challenge to go through here in the bonus round. Anyway, the contestants stood at the beginning of a path lined with 10 wooden caricatures of stereotypical villains, each with one arm raised as a barrier. Now, they had a 60-second time limit plus 1 extra second for every $100 earned in the main game to reach the end of the path by correcting bloopers. If the contestant either responded incorrectly or failed to respond within 2 seconds, the correct answer was shown on the telebellies they have, which is a small screen embedded in the current villain's chest, and Candy reads a new blooper. A correct response led to the villain's arm being lowered so that the contestant could advance to the next one. The contestant won $100 for each villain pass if they failed to get through. But if they can make it through within the time limit, they will win $25,000. Now, since CBS had $25,000 wings limit in effect for its game shows at the time, any contestant who won this bonus round immediately retired from the show. Unsuccessful champions play the main game again. Later, an additional rule forced the champion to retire after 5 attempts. So that's for you. And of course, it was taped in Hollywood, California at CBS Television City, with production alternating between Studios 31 and 33. Now, it was part of a shakeup due of the overall CBS daytime schedule. Of course, the show was given the spot on the schedule that had previously belonged to Match Game 79 at the time. Anyway, now would air before The Price is Right, but of course it would have the 5 minutes mid-morning news with Douglas Edwards before that. So, apparently that would be the big thing. Now, apparently it would go on to face off some things, various shows on ABC affiliates and independent stations, but the game did be out the show All Star Secrets until it was canceled. But then, of course, NBC decided to put up against Hollywood Squares, and both programs would face major. But anyway, Hollywood Squares would be canceled shortly after this aired, the finale. On November of '79, the show was changed to Celebrity. But anyway, now all episodes do exist in the possession of Bert Sugarman, the current copyright holder of the show. And of course, earlier this month, on the 5th of this month of September 2021, the game show Diginet Buzzer would actually get the series, marking the end of a 41-year absence after CBS ended the show in 1980, after a total of 247 episodes were produced and aired overall. The show would also have a pretty good theme song done by the late great Alan Thicke, who would later go on, who of course would do the theme to NBC's The Facts of Life, which premiered that same year, and of course he'd also do the ever popular Changing Keys theme to Wheel of Fortune years later. Now, original recordings of the theme were presumed to have been lost until 2012, when they were discovered by the Museum of Television Production Music. Unfortunately, even before his death, Thicke had no recollection of doing the music. Oh well. But anyway, I'd say if you really want to see a very funny game, then you need to check out. It's on Buzzer. You can catch it each weekday afternoon at 4:30 Eastern, 3:30 Central, following Press Your Luck, or you can catch it on Sunday nights at 7 Eastern, 6 o'clock Central, for a full hour, in case you might have missed some of the episodes that aired since it started back in, earlier this month, or see them again if you wish. But anyway, that's about it. I've come to like, it's definitely a fun game. I wish it could have done better. I would like to see it brought back, maybe in a new form. If they can get it right and what have you, they might just do it. But who knows? Who am I kidding? But there's always a chance. So anyway, if you've seen, you can tell me what you thought about this game in the comment section. And have you been watching this show on Buzzer? You can tell me that too. But anyway, give me your thoughts on the show in the comment section below. If you like the video, click the like button, subscribe to my channel, and be a part of the Big D Nation. And next time on the Wide World of Game Shows will be a special episode where I'll be celebrating the 30th anniversary of Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego. That's right. And stay tuned for my Saturday morning TV log of Space Stars coming up, plus the Orphan live stream, and also I will give y'all a spoiler-free review of the new film Dear Evan Hansen. And I will also start reviewing the Crocodile Dundee franchise. All right, now that that's out of the way, thank you for watching this episode of the Wide World of Game Shows. If you like this, you may want to check out these other, well, short-lived and underrated games. In the upper left-hand corner is the one I did for Child's Play from 1982. The upper right-hand corner is the one I did for Hapateo from 1984, or if you would like something else that did much better, go to the bottom left-hand corner and see the previous episode of the Wide World of Game Shows for Family Feud. And the bottom right-hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe if you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., plus the Wide World of Game Shows. Then I'm your guy. Thank you for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.